إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, today's lesson, we're in Arabic again. This is lesson number 3. Lesson 3. Ad-darsu thalith. 3. First, before we start, I'd like to make a correction. I was listening to the CD of the last lesson, and I was given the description of a harf, but I made a badal al-ghalat. I made a mistake on my tongue. I meant harf, but I said fi'lun. So I just want to clarify. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Come over here, please. I want to clarify the difference, and just as a quick review, the difference between, is a review here. The difference between a, number one, a fi'lun, everybody say fi'lun, and number 2, a harf. Everybody say harf. Okay. Here in Arabic class, whenever I say a technical term in Arabic or whatever the word we're dealing with, you say it. If I say it 100 times in a class, then you say it. This helps you regurgitate it over and over in your mind, and it starts to stick. Somebody asks you, what were you talking about? All of a sudden, these terms start coming out of your mouth. Okay? So we're going to do a fi'lun and a harf. Okay. The first, who can tell me what the difference is between what a fi'lun is? Okay, since no one can tell me, hesitation kills. You got it?
It's an action word.
It's an action word. Okay? An action word. That is good as a short definition. I want the long definition.
A word.
That's it. Go ahead. فَاسْتَبِقُوا الْخَيْرَاتِ. The Prophet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, race to all that's good. Go for it.
A word that points to the meaning.
It sounds like hesitation.
Unless somebody else.
Okay, somebody else.
A word that points to meaning in and it's
Of itself.
Of itself and not to connect it with the time frame.
No, that's incorrect.
I'm sorry, connected with the time frame.
Thank you very much. Very important. It is كلمة دلت على معنى في نفسها وقد اقترنت بإحدى ثلاثة الأزمنة. It is a word that points to a meaning in and of itself and is connected to a time frame. What are the 3 time frames?
Immediate.
Immediate, okay.
The past.
Past. And
Present and future.
present.
Or future.
Present, future. We call it present, future. Why?
Because the same word can use for the present and.
Because as we're here in the present, what are we going into? The future. So now it means, it was a second ago. You understand ago? So we're going into the future. Now, give me an example of a word, an action word that's connected to one of these 3 time frames. Anybody besides the Imam? I heard the Imam, but I'm not going to answer him because it's not fair.
Say that again?
Unless nobody answers, then answer it for them. And he's going to save you guys. Okay? Give me a word.
Walking.
Give me an immediate. Give it to me.
Stand.
Walk. What do we call this? We call this an order. So when we say immediate time frame, we call it, instead of calling it immediate, we call it an order. Everybody say amr. Amr is an order. Say that. Amr is an order. That's why the Amir al-Mu'mineen, he's the one that gives the order. Okay? He's the Amir from the word order. So the first type of word is called an order. Walk. Now give it to me in the past tense. Walked. Walked in the past tense. Okay? Now give it to me in the present future. Walking. So we know from this example that this is a fi'lun. Because it can do these 3 things. Okay? Now we're going to write down a definition. The definition of a fi'lun is first of all, it's an action word, as was eloquently stated. Okay? An action word. It corresponds directly with the English what?
Verb.
Verb. It corresponds directly with the English verb. Okay? Now, what is a harf?
A word that points to a meaning in another word and is not connected to a time frame.
Excellent. Tabarakallah, ahsanti. It is a word, kalimatun, dallat ala ma'na fi ghayriha. It is a word that points to a meaning in something else, in another word. وَلَمْ تَقْتَرَنْ بِالزَّمَنِ, and it's not connected to a time frame. Here, أَضْعَفُهَا. It's the weakest of the three, okay? It's the weakest of the three. So it is we're going to call it what? If you want to call it in just a short verb, definition would be called a connector. I call them the connector words, okay? A connector. Why? Because it connects the sentences, right? Give me some connector words in English. In. Give me another one. To. Give me another one. From. What'd you say? No. Okay. Alhamdulillah. With. With. Under. In Arabic, we have it real easy. Min. Ila. Wa an. Wa fi. Wa rubba. Wal ba. Wa ala. Wal. Wa win wa ta. Wa mudh wa mundhu. وَلَعَلَّ حَتَّى. That's in Arabic. So we have those words. So the difference is a fi'lun is an action word. A word that points to a meaning in and of itself and is connected to a time frame, where a harf is a connector word. It connects the sentences, right? With some examples, we have to and from and in and under and above. These are all connectors, okay? And we're learning now, we're using the English language, but we're learning what the function of these words are, these terms are. So when we get to use them in Arabic, it'll be easy. Yeah, please do. So now I just wanted to clear up, as a quick review, the difference between a fi'lun and a harf, because last week when I listened to the CD, I noticed that I made a mistake by mentioning that I meant a harf, but I said fi'lun. So when you hear that, correct it. Say, this is a mistake. The teacher made a mistake here. He meant a harf. Okay? Yes, erase that right there. Now we're going to have a quiz. Everybody close their books. I told you last week we're going to have a quiz. You cannot come to class. Is not for entertainment. It should be fun, but it is for you to learn. The way you learn is that you struggle through your mind to regurgitate the information that you've received, and it becomes easier and easier. And the way to make it easy for the student, the teacher has to, young man, you better get back in here. The teacher has to give you short quizzes every week so that the quiz can make you get accustomed to regurgitating the information. Someone tell me what is a kalam? Say kalam. What is the word kalam, the plural of? Say it, scream it out. Kalima. Okay? Kalima. What does that mean in English? Say it. Word. Somebody said sentence? Somebody else say that? Because kalima can mean sentence also, but it literally means a word. Like we have kalimatu shahada, right? You understand, right? It means the sentence that we make of the shahada. But here we're doing its literal meaning. Its literal meaning, we say a word. What is its technical meaning? Nope.
A word comes from the mouth.
A sound.
A sound comes from the mouth.
No us. Next person. What's that?
Word from the tongue.
A word from the tongue? Wrong.
Spit off the tongue.
Thank you. A word, a sound. Spit off the tongue. What is the rest of it? I can make any sound, spit off. It possesses a meaning. In Arabic, we say lafdun dhatul ma'na.